Hey guys, this is Lego Masa and Niner again today, and this is just going to be a very quick video on how to set up the um, compiler environment, the DRCHLLC environment on your computer so that you can write programs in the language ARCISS for my Redstone computers that I have uploaded onto this YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so to begin, you are going to need to acquire two pieces of software. One of them is Notepad++, as you can see right here, or this is rather what I use to code programs in my own language, so I would recommend Notepad++. If you guys do not have Notepad++, you can just look it up on Google here. So if I go Notepad++, and then it's right here, and then you can go ahead and download that. And once you have Notepad++, the second piece of software you're going to need is the compiler itself. So let's go ahead and look it up here. So the link to the compiler is right here. I will put this in the video description as well, and it is also in the compiler video description if you guys have seen that video already. And now if we go ahead and pull this up, this is my admin dashboard here. But you'll be greeted with something like this, and what you're going to want to do is go to the download section here. And at the time of filming, the latest revision of the compiler is version 1.5 alpha. That's what the A stands for. And you're going to want to download the latest version, whatever version that is. But for us, that is 1.5A right here. So we're going to go ahead and download that, and sure, I'll put it in downloads folder. And once you have this piece of software, what you're going to want to do is extract it. So let's go ahead and extract that. And I can go ahead and get rid of the zip. And now you'll be greeted with something like this. So in the zip download, you get the compiler program itself, the uploader program, a changelog, and you get documentation for the compiler and example programs. So now that we have these two pieces of software downloaded, Notepad++ and the compiler, we can go ahead and set it up. To show you what it's like before we do the language installation in Notepad++, let's go ahead and open up the For Showcase program that I showcased in my original compiler video. So as you can see here right now, this is just a fresh install of Notepad++, and it looks very barren and not really, exciting to use, I guess. And if we go here to languages, as you can see, ARCISS is not here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to fix that. So what you're going to want to do is that if you see here, we have what's called this user-defined lang XML file, and we're going to need that, and that should be in the documentation folder. So you're going to want to go ahead and press Windows key R and open up your app data folder like that, or you can just navigate to your name and then app data and then roaming. And what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to find Notepad++, and here that you should have something that looks like this. Now you might already have a user-defined lang file, and if you do, you're just going to want to go ahead and add the ARCISS version 1.0 block or whatever language block, because if you use ARCISS at all through Notepad++, this process will be the same for every single revision of the language. So if we go ahead and edit this with Notepad++ here, as you can see, we have this file here. So if you do not have a user-defined lang file, or if it's empty, what you're going to want to do is that you could just copy this entire file. So just copy, Control-C and Control-V. So now as you can see, it's in the Notepad++ folder. But if you already have another defined language in Notepad++, what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to open up your already pre-existing user-defined lang file and only add in this block right here that says user lang. And I'm pretty sure you guys will know how to do that. But and if you guys don't, you can just go ahead and, I guess, have two user-defined lang files. But for most people, you'll only need to just copy and paste it in. So yeah, so now we are done with that, and we can close Notepad++ now. And now what you're going to want to do is that since it's named differently, you're going to want to rename it and make sure it's just user-defined lang.xml so that Notepad++ can read it. And essentially that is it. That's all you have to do to install the language into Notepad++. So now if we go ahead and open up our for showcase program again, and you have to make sure that Notepad++ is closed when you put in the XML file. Now if we go ahead and reopen this file up, it looks the same, but if we go over here to language, and we see here we have ARCISS v1.0, which is what we just installed. And now if we click this, as you can see, now all of the styling effects are in place and it looks a lot cleaner and nicer. And yeah, that is basically it. It's not too complicating to install the language into Notepad++, and once you have done that, you are all set to program with Notepad++. And then once you write your program, you just go ahead and open up the compiler and then compile it, and I will talk more about that. I will go more in depth with the compiler and the uploader and everything about the compiler in general in another video. But yeah, this was just a quick video on how to set up the environment to make programs in ARCISS with using the DRC compiler. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.